What is going on? I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Typically, it will be jump to Dr.T first, but I'm going to show an operation attack first. So let's do that. I'm going to show you an operation attack from Triangle 9. It was a good one, so I figured I'd start with that first. If you want to jump to Dr.T, I'll throw the time in the comments below. But for now, here we go. So, this is an attack on Forlorn Hope by Stunt. Stunt is a regular who always seems to do fantastic hits. Now, I want to show you, oops, let's get this muted so we don't have multiple sounds going at the same time. So we've got some craziness happening here. This is like a 2.3, 2.4 million Titan, and it's not our typical Titan. Like, the problem with Titan is you either have to clear one side of the core or the other usually. But Stunt says, screw that, I'm just going to go full beast mode on this. Now, he gets peaked a little bit right there, but still, just, this attack is fantastic. I'll slow it down here in a sec, and let's watch this. Like, this hit, he has to shock early because he was peaked. There's 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks, 4 shocks. Now, watch this shock. Like, bam! That shock is bananas. Gets the 3 flamethrowers and the rocket launcher, and now he's just crushing core. No opening attack. Typically we'd have someone open and clear the machine guns on the side or the rocket launcher on the side, but just very well done. Now those critters obviously did not have a lot of effect, but he was just trying his best to use whatever GBE he could. So, like, that attack made me happy. It was good. I figured I'd throw it out first. I'll show you my attack on Rogue from this op later on, but I just wanted to start with that. Oops, I apparently lost my troops, so we're going to have to load up. Now, today is Volcano, and we now have 2 doctors in the game. It is confirmed that Dr. Kevin Kavan has joined the game. That is my nickname for this hero right here. Apparently, his name is Dr. Kavan, K-A-V-A-N. And the joke among the Discord community is that his name is Dr. Kevin, but I'm gonna go one step further and call him Kevin Kavan. So, I don't have him in game yet, obviously, but we're gonna start with Everspark, then we'll move on to Brick, and someday soon, maybe we'll try Dr. Kevin Kavan. Now, last time, the update was released 2 days after they named the troops or introduced the troops on Twitter. So maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, don't know. It's all speculation at this point. We will find out hopefully soon. I can't see them teasing us for weeks and weeks. So again, hopefully before June 21st, as I earlier guessed. I was going to say predicted, but no, it's a complete guess. No facts involved whatsoever, just picking a random date out of the air. Now, this update comes at a fantastic time. I know our task force already, people have started to say, hey, I'm going to be busy, my intel numbers are going to be down, it's summertime, kids are out of school, and I'm talking obviously summertime, Northern Hemisphere. But I just feel like every year around this time, university students are out, kids are out, there is less happening or more happening depending on how you want to look at it. So I think this update was extremely well timed. I've already talked to a couple guys in our task force and said, hey, if your intel numbers are going to be down, I understand, it's summertime, let's just get the attacks in. So hopefully this update keeps players around. I think that is part of the goal. I mean, 90% of my YouTube audience, or some, not 90%, but some high number is from the United States. And so I feel like that's one of their bigger markets. I don't know the actual numbers. I don't have their profit numbers or anything like that, but I feel like this is a well-timed update for the northern hemisphere people anyways. I don't know how it is in Europe and all that stuff, but over here, it's great. Great. Looking forward to it big time. Let's get rid of you. And you, and you, and you. And probably this thing over here too. Just looking for things that are going to be in the way as I get over into that corner. Every time I've launched Boom Beach in the last little bit, the A-Team theme song has come rumbling into my head. I don't know what it is. I wasn't in my head all day the second I launched Boom Beach 18 theme song. So something wonky there. I'm going to try not to hum or sing this video. We will see how that goes. Varying levels of success usually. Double smoke into the corner, just like the double stuffed Oreos. And we should be able to clear everything with one shock, I think. As long as I don't miss the shock, we should be okay. Looks like a fairly easy to hit shock, though. Let's see here. Yeah, good enough. Stage 3, not posing any difficulties from what I can tell. Let's just shock over here just in case. Never can be too sure if those things are shooting at troops or at critters, so I'm always overcautious when it comes to that sort of stuff. Oh, look at that! A crystal. I feel like I haven't got a crystal on an early stage in a while, so that is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, let's just... I'm going to drop Everspark. I'll show you a trick that I like to do. I'm going to drop Everspark right here because she has lots of health. And then we'll drop our troops over here. And that way the rocket launcher will focus on Everspark and she'll just laugh because she's got tons of health. And we'll get over into this side and maybe the critters will pick up that crate if we're super lucky, or dream pipe, or whatever it's called. And then we can get over into this back corner eventually. Let's get rid of you. Yep, 2 artillery is good. And then we should be good. I mean, this looks pretty simple. But that's a good trick that I like to do, is just dropping Everspark, using her health. Just let her take some abuse as your Zookas, which are often quite fragile, get to walk in behind the Everspark shield. Not the typical Everspark shield that we usually see when using buildings, but still very, very... And you can do the same thing with brick as well. Let's get a remote out, and then we can flare the core and shock, and maybe shock here too, just in case, and maybe shock back here as well. Another remote just for fun. Pretty simple stage 4. Obviously, the reason why I say simple stage 4 is because I always seem to fail on stage 4 or have bad attacks on stage 4. I was pretty happy with that. Pretty good. Little bit of strategy involved in that one. Little bit, very little. Stage 5, love it. These back right are my absolute favorite. Like them a lot. Now, we're going to do the same sort of thing. We're going to bring, let's see, that's a mine, low-level mine. Pretty good. So, what we're going to do here is do the exact same sort of drop. We're going to try to drop in an intelligent manner. Now, I probably don't have to clear those mines, but what the heck, let's do it anyways. I'm going to drop Everspark over here, and then we can just drop all of our troops into here. One smoke drop right into there, and then we'll get walking. Notice that the troops kind of left the smoke there. That was my bad, because there was nothing for them to stack on. I thought they were going to stack on the shock launcher, but of course the shock launcher was on our team for that, so not an ideal drop by me at all. But hopefully you can learn from that and make it less crappy. So, but I think it worked a little bit, just not as good as I would have liked. So we're going to remote there, and we'll shock like this and like that. I think that's everything. That mortar's going to give us a little bit of coverage. Stage 5, bit of a failure. And I know I always seem to fail on stage 5. It's just how it goes for me. But you can improve on that. I feel like that's a good way to do it. Might not be after seeing them not hold on that shock launcher. I didn't even think about that part, but anyways, moving on to stage 6. This is where it always seems
to go sideways.
Okay, by the power of internet magic, I have switched to brick. I got a phone call in the middle there, had to edit some of that junk out, and so apologies if you were wondering why the heck I have brick loaded all of a sudden, but sometimes it's got to be done. Can't have you getting digits from people that I am attached to me. I'm not giving out people's phone numbers. Come on. Okay, here we go. Let's get into here. This is my goal, is just to get in behind, right in about there. I'm going to get rid of these 2 mines here. I'm going to get trade 5 for 6 GBE back here. And now, I'm going to drop my troops a little bit weird here. I'm going to drop them right into there. because I want to be able to get both of these crates. And by getting both of these crates, I feel like it will put me up in a good line to get the Zookas walking where I want them to go. And if I just did a flag drop, they wouldn't go quite where I'm hoping for. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to drop brick right about now. Then I'm going to flare right to there. So let's drop a quick little smoke into there. A little smoke right into there. And so far, so good. I'm going to come right into here. And I think I can get 2 smokes from here to here, I think. 1, 2, barely. Just snuck in there. I got battle orders, and I've got enough now for 4 shocks. Barely. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do medkits. Probably shouldn't have, but that one rocket launcher down below is just going to wreck me, so gotta do it. And down it goes with an extra smoke on top. There we go. Stage 6 down. A little bit sloppy. I tried more times than you saw, but overall not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's have a look here. Now, I hate these ones. These ones are a pain. There's just... Let's have a look and see if there's anywhere to stand even. Like, I could maybe flare back here, but that would be disastrous potentially. These are the ones where it's just... There's so little room for error with HQ, with my headquarters level. With critters, you could, like, throw critters right about here, and then shock in here and here. And then all of this stuff right here would target on the critters, but we don't have critters, so we're not... That's not an option. Let's check out some mine levels. I feel like this is going to be one of the ones that... This is one of the ones that is going to be a problem. Lots of level 22 mines. Lots of level 22 mines. What can we remote control that will save the day for us? Maybe if I remote control... Like there's nowhere to stand is the problem. Can I get rid of these? 15,000. Probably not going to go down terribly easily. Like that's the issue with low level. Not only do you not have critters, but you also don't have high level barrage or artillery. 1, 2. That's not bad. So now that I've already diamonded my troops, is diamonded the right word? Let's get some heavies loaded. Need some heavies just to be able to walk over mines. Oops, I always like it in this boat right here. Let's get going. Walking on in there. Okay, not even joking, this is my 20th try. Trying to get down all of these mortars with one... There we go, finally. So that attempt took way more times. I cut them all out because it was ridiculous. Like, I honestly cut out, I want to say, 25 attacks because it was ridiculous and it just was not working. So, got a little bit lucky. Got my heavies to drop on the left exactly the way I wanted because they were going to take a little bit of damage. That's what you want. On your drop, I talked about it in my video, it would have been 2 days ago, I guess, for Volcano. You can get your heavies to drop in an expected manner. I highly recommend watching that because otherwise you're going to have a bit of a hard time. I just had a bunch of my Zookas go poof, but that's okay. That's what the heavies were there for. Trying to get this down in some sort of organized manner. 1, 2, and just medkit for everything. Medkit for everything. Come on, heavies. Help me out for just a second. Why are they shooting my Zookas when there's heavies out front? Stage 7. I've already put way too much time into this. This is gonna take a whole bunch of attempts from me. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it unboosted. It will be a struggle, but I'm going to jump in to a show on operation attack. Kind of a neat one. You might have seen this on VN United. You might have seen it elsewhere. But with Rogue, let's have a look at our Rogue. Our Rogue was a mess. Like, look at this. There are rocket launchers covering all of the shore. There are lasers covering the shore. There's a shock blaster. So no free cells on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, same thing. There might be 1 or 2 free cells there. Maybe 3 or 4. But lots of rocket launchers in the middle. You never see rocket launchers this much in the middle. So I did a very, very non-standard attack. If you haven't seen this before, I didn't come up with this, but it works extremely well. Let's show you what we do here. So first off, you barrage. You clear out the shock mines. The shock mines are important, and so are some of the boom mines. And then clear a little bit of a path. Now, watch this. Heavies warriors, and then Everspark. Just clearing in behind there. Little bit weird. Maybe not one you've seen before, but I don't have a very high level barrage or artillery, as you just saw in Dr. T. So one of the things that I can do is use Everspark, and being able to clear all those mines up to there with heavies and warriors works very well. We get the remote out, down goes one rocket launcher, and then we get another remote out to that back rocket launcher. And down goes that. And now all we have to do is smoke back into this corner, and we have access to clear the whole back corner with one shock for this stuff and one shock for this stuff. Pretty nice. I should say one shock for these. You can get one shock for these 3 machine guns and one shock for all of this stuff back here. Kind of like the shock Stunt did on Titan to open. And then it's just dropping Grens, and the Grens farm GBE, and you can clear more mines. Pretty neat attack. But that's all I got for the day. I gotta cut it short. I don't have time for all of this today. I won't get stage 7 without a lot of attempts, and as you can see here, let's have a look. I've done more attacks than I care to admit, so thanks for coming in, and peace!